Thousands of people continued to protest over the weekend for racial justice. Officials applauded their residents and visitors for their peaceful demonstrations, but they now urge that anyone who participated in those protests should get tested for COVID-19. Joining us now is the mayor of Hoboken, Ravi Bhalla, to tell us more about how he plans to emphasize these efforts, along with his plans to commit to keeping both law enforcement and his community safe. Both important things. Good morning to you, Mr. Mayor.
Good morning, Dan. How are you?
Doing well, thank you, sir. So we know you attended the demonstrations this past Friday, even opened up the protest with a sick national anthem. So tell us about how that event went overall and how it remained peaceful.
I think it was a success. We had thousands of people come to Hoboken from all over New Jersey, thousands of residents come and join in solidarity to protest the murder of George Floyd and to advocate for systemic reform of police departments and correct racial injustice. So we marched, we spoke, and hopefully we made our voices heard in a peaceful, nonviolent manner.
You know, you tweeted a photo of your daughter learning a lesson on the importance of the Black Lives Matter movement, right? So I'm curious to know your examples for protesters and people alike and what you think the lesson should be for them as a parent.
I think the lesson should be that protesting is an important way of raising an issue. But as President Obama said, that's where it begins, not where it ends. Mm-hmm. So what really matters is what we do when we go home after the protest. And that's where we need to think about what actions we take in our daily lives, how we interact with our communities, whether we form, join, and advocate in group settings, to take a look at the things that we were advocating for during a protest and seeing how that can translate into concrete reform to have a real, more just society.
So you're also now urging protesters, right, to get tested for COVID-19. So what are you asking those who were involved to do to take the necessary precautions? And are you, walking the walk? Are you going to get tested yourself because you were out there?
Sure. Yeah, I plan to get tested this week. Health experts are telling protesters to suggest getting tested, so we're putting that out there to the community. And in terms of concrete action, we in Hoboken made the decision to sign on to President Obama's pledge. Among that pledge includes the formation of a task force to go into the community, see what problems or challenges currently exist, and come back to the administration within 90 days with a report of findings and recommendations that can be implemented. So we're going to kickstart that process today with the signing of an executive order and the formation of that task force, and try to really begin that process of first marching and following that up on Monday with concrete action.
Mayor, I want to touch upon also reopening of Hoboken as well, and what exactly you're doing on par with what New Jersey's doing. Businesses are slowly reopening, right, with the hopes to give customers this chance to enjoy even eating out. Can you tell us more about the business recovery plan specifically in Hoboken that involves this whole outdoor expansion?
Yes. In Hoboken, we have worked hand in glove with the business community, the hospitality community, to make sure that when businesses are allowed to have limited indoor capacity, but also expand outdoors, that we have a specific, and we do have a specific and comprehensive business recovery plan. And essentially, Dan, what that does is it takes municipal real estate in the form of sidewalks and complete streets, and what we intend to do is close those areas in a very thoughtful manner and targeted manner to allow businesses to expand, whether you're a retail store, a cafe, a restaurant, and really have that room to have additional capacity, additional volume, hopefully additional business, and also do so in a way that's socially distant, so people are also 6 feet apart. So that could be streeteries.
Is there a timeline?
We are actively preparing this. as we speak, and getting ready for June 15th, which is the date where this expansion will be allowed to take place. We want to be ready to not just be open, but to be open and to be successful.
All right, Mr. Mayor Ravi Bhalla, Mayor of Hoboken, appreciate your time. I think we learned something from like cities like Paris, right? They put the whole dining al fresco to use. Now we're doing the same thing.
There you go. Hoboken is the new Paris.
You said it. Okay. Thank you, my friend.